In this lecture, we are going to create an Angular reactive form using which a user can create a new course. So let's go to VS Code, and in the courses component, I have done a small change. What I have done is, here I have added a new button called create course, and then in the CSS file also, I have added some CSS style for designing that button. So if we go to our application, the search area is now in the middle, and here we have this create course button. Now I will share this updated CSS file and this updated HTML file in the resource link. Okay, now what I want is, whenever this create course button is clicked, we want to show a form to the user using which he can create a new course. For that, here at the end, I'm going to add a div. Okay, and inside this div, for now, I'm going to add an h3 element, and here let's say create course form. All right, now let's go to courses.component.ts file, and there I'm going to create a new property, and I'll call it as showForm. This is going to be of type Boolean, and initially let's set it to false. Now here, what I want is, when this create course button is clicked, we want to show a model pop-up inside which we are going to display a form, and inside that form we are also going to have a cross button, which when it is clicked, we want to close that model pop-up. So for that, I'm creating this property, and I want to assign this property with a state. So now in our courses state, I'm going to create a new state, and I'm going to call it as show create form or show create course form. And let's set its initial value to false. And we also need to add it in this interface. So it is going to store a Boolean value, right? And actually, let me simply call it as show form. And let's use the same name here. Okay, let's save the changes. Now let's also go ahead and let's create an action for this. So here I'm going to rename this action because we are not going to use an action called get courses. So here I'm going to call this action as show form. You can name it anything. And I'm going to call this action as show form. With this action, we are also going to pass a props, and there we are going to specify value, and this value is going to be of type Boolean value. Okay, and to use this props, we also need to import it from NgRx Store. Let's save the changes. So here we have created this show form action. Now for this action, let's go ahead and let's create a reducer. So let's go to courses.reducer.ts file, and here I'm going to import that show form action, and here using this on method we are going to create a reducer. So this reducer is going to handle this show form action, and whenever this action happens, we know that here we are going to receive the state and a payload. So I'm going to call it as action, and from here we are going to return a new state. In that state, first we are going to extract all the properties from the current state and their value, and then we are going to set the show form state to whatever value we have received in the payload. So here I'll say action dot value. Okay, so here we have created the reducer. Now I will also create a selector for this. So maybe let me copy this and let me paste it here, and let's call it show form. Okay, and here we are passing the courses state, and in here we want to return the current state of show form state. Now please don't get confused with the same name. This show form is the property in our courses state, and this show form is the name of the selector. And for the action also, I'm calling the action as show form. So please don't get confused with the name. Even though the name is same, they are doing different things. This show form, it is an action. Then this show form, it is a selector, and this show form, it is the property of the courses state. All right, let's save the changes in this file as well. And now let's close this selector and this reducer, and let me also close this action file. Now in the courses component, so we are already injecting an instance of this store. So now what we are going to do is we are also going to read the value of show form from that store. So here let me change it to an observable, this show form to an observable, and here it is going to return us an observable of type boolean. Okay, or let's say its value will be null, and initially let's set it to null. Okay, and in here I'll say this dot show form equals this dot store dot select, and then here I'm going to pass the name of the selector from where we want to get the value, and the name of the selector is show form. So this show form I'm going to import from courses.selector. All right, let's save the changes. So inside this show form, we are going to return an observable which will contain a boolean value. So now what I want is, let's go to courses.component.html, and here I want to use ngIf directive, and to that I want to pass this show form, and here we want to wait for the value to come. So I'm going to use this async pipe on this. So if the value of the show form is false, we don't want to display this div. If its value is true, then only we want to display this div. So if I save the changes and if you go to our application, currently you will not see that h3 element. Now instead of that h3 element, we are going to render a form. So for that form, we are going to create a new child component inside this courses component. So for that, let's open VS Code built-in terminal. And here I want to generate a new child component, and I'm going to call it as AddCourse. Let's press enter. So you can see AddCourse component has been created. Now, in order to design this AddCourse component, basically in order to design the form for creating a new course, I have already written some HTML. So I'm going to copy that HTML from here, and I'm going to paste it inside this HTML file. Okay. And let me remove this from here. All right, let's save the changes. And I have also written some CSS to design that form. So let's go to AddCourseComponent.css, and from here, let's copy all the CSS and let's add it in the AddCourseComponent.css file. Okay. All right, so let's save the changes. And for now, I will close these files. Now what I want is, in here, I want to use the selector of the AddCourse component. So the selector for the AddCourse component is app AddCourse. Let's go to courseComponent.html, and there let's use the selector of that. Okay, let's save the changes. Now what we want is, whenever this create course button is clicked, we want to dispatch the show form action, and there we want to pass the value as true. So on this create course button, I'm going to add an event listener. So here we have that button. Here, let's go ahead and let's bind click event. And here I'm going to call a method showCreateForm. You can also call it as showCreateCourseForm, but I want to keep a short name, so I'm calling it as showCreateForm. Let's go ahead and let's create this method inside the courseComponent.ts file. And when this method is called, when the create form button is clicked, here I want to dispatch show form action. So here I can say this dot store dot dispatch, and I want to dispatch show form action. Okay. And to use this show form action, we also need to export it. So let's see if we are exporting it or not. We are exporting it from here. Okay, let's manually try to import it. So here I'm going to import show form from ./state/ courses.action. But for some reason this show form is not coming here. If I hover over this, it says duplicate identifier. Okay, so let's do one thing. Here, let me call it as show create form. Okay, and let's try to import this. All right. And now we are going to dispatch this show create form action. And while dispatching this action, we need to call it. And here we also need to pass a payload. So here I'm going to pass an object, and here I'm going to specify a value property where we want to set the value to true. Okay, so we are dispatching the action. Let's save the changes. Let's go to our application, and here we have an error. So we have an error in the reducer since we have changed the name of the action. Here it should be show create form, and we should be handling this show create form action. Okay, let's see if we have any more errors. So I don't see any error in the UI. Let's also check the terminal. So there also the application has compiled successfully. Now when I will click on this create course button, it is going to dispatch show create form action. And with that, we are passing a payload where we are setting the value to true. So in that case, show form state will be set to true. And in that case, it should display the create course form. So it will look something like this. Okay. Now what I also want to do is when this close button inside this create course form is clicked, it should close this form. So that means at that time, we want to set this show form to false again. So let's go to this add course component. Okay, and here first of all, let's specify a constructor where we are going to inject, using which we are going to inject the store. So here I'm going to create a private store property, which is going to be of type store. And to use this store, we need to import it from NgRx. And here the type of this store is app state. That also we need to import in this file. Okay, now let's go to AddCourseComponent.html, and there we have a close button. So here we have this close button. On that, I'm going to add click event. I'm going to bind click event here. And when this button is clicked, we want to call a function hide create course. Okay, or I'll call it hide create form. Let's go ahead and let's create this function, this method inside AddCourseComponent.ts file. And whenever that button is clicked, we simply want to dispatch the show form action. So here we will say this dot store dot dispatch, and here we want to dispatch show create form action. So let's go ahead and let's import it first. And when we are dispatching it, with that we need to pass a payload where we are going to set the value to false, because when the close button is clicked, we want to close the form. So that's why we are sending the value as false. Let's save the changes. Let's go to our application. So when I click on this create course button, it is opening the form, and when I click on this close button, it is closing the form. Okay, so this is done. So in this lecture, we are showing a create new course form, and currently this form is a simple HTML form. Now we need to make this form a reactive form. Let's do that in our next lecture. This is all from this lecture. If you have any questions from this lecture, then feel free to ask it. Thank you for listening and have a great day.